I said, that Meringue Pie will be up shortly. But we have some very serious issues facing us right now, and we'd like to talk to Mr. Yorke about these issues.
Let me just hurriedly go through about three major issues as it's ultimately going to impact this community. The first one has to do with the most recent report from the IRS that says Belizeans, whether or not you're a Belizean American citizen or whether or not you're a documented Belizean residing in the United States, if you have savings in any of the institutions, we're talking about credit union, we're talking about banks, anyone in Belize, any institution in Belize, and you have a minimum of $50,000 US dollars, you will be required to pay taxes on it after it's closely examined, which means that they're asking the banks to provide them with that report. Then IRS will in fact communicate with you, and from there on they'll make the determination as to whether or not taxes are due. That's the first issue. The next issue has to do with the pending immigration law that's in the House, because as you well know, the Senate has passed the bill. Well, we want folks to be on notice to monitor what is taking place in the House, because I can tell you, in 1987, when we had that last amnesty program, Belize as a country benefited. This is going to be the last time around we will in fact see an amnesty piece of legislation. So I'm saying to those, please start preparing for it. For additional information, call us at the office at 323-634-9900. And then it has to do with the whole role of advocating for some kind of legislation. Yesterday we had throughout the United States a demonstration. You see, for us as a people, we by and large don't become directly involved in advocating for what we want, but at the end of the day we end up saying, how come I never in at that? Well, you never in at that because you didn't participate in the process. So we want to be sure. We want to be sure that we act as advocates. There's so many issues. The Obama healthcare, or the affordable healthcare law. Call us at the consulate, because the registration, as you well know, started sometime during the course of the week. The consulate is not advocating for anything. We have a primary responsibility of keeping our community informed. So we say to you, look at that. And finally, Governor Brown signed legislation, must have been on Thursday, that now will make it possible starting in 2015 for an undocumented person to have a driver's license. It is important that we participate in that process if we're not documented. Why? Because of the fact that later on down the road, when we have an opportunity of becoming documented, and it's reflected in your police record that you've been arrested for driving without a license, you see, it will impact your process. So I'm saying pay close attention to that, monitor the situation, call us at the office, and we will provide you with the ongoing update.
All right. Thank you so much for that piece of information. So folks, follow up 323-634-9900.
With respect to the fundraising program we're having, go to our website. Support Belize, www.supportbelize.com.
Okay. In a few minutes, Mr. Yorke and I will be in the kitchen, and I know he knows a whole lot about the laws and everything as it relates to Belize and America. We're going to find out today if he knows anything about Belize meringue pie. Okay. Are you ready for that, Mr. Yorke?
Well, the fact that I've tasted this lemon meringue pie qualifies me.
All right. So if anything, you will know if it tastes good.
That's right.
All right, folks. Get ready. We'll be right back.